We give you the facts, it's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I think? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
Yeah, watch Popeyes, mama. Where I watch?
Popeye.
Greetings viewers and subscribers. In today's journey, we are going to go back and start at Middle Quarters. We are heading to Santa Cruz in St. Elizabeth. Continue to sit back, continue to relax, and continue to enjoy this journey with me. Denise, you are living at Pit 4 in the parish of St. James. Mishka at Juicy Patties, Uptown, Savannah Lamar. She's telling me that you are tuned in every single morning. She's asking me to bless you up. Also, my good friend Jigo and your brother Delmore, you both celebrated your birthday over the weekend. Delmore was on Saturday and Jigo was yesterday. You are both living in the United States of America. Jigo and Delmore, let's hope that you did have a wonderful birthday and may you live to see lots more. Also, listen this.
Mr. Popeye, good night to you, sir. I am asking you please to send birthday greetings to Dan Marie Latouche from Jardis Plain. Today the 4th is her birthday, and greetings is coming from her father, and may she continue to live. Greetings to her, and I love her so much. Thank you.
In the news today, last night, Sunday, November 3, about 9 o'clock, a man in his early 30s, he parked his white 2016 Suzuki Swift motor car with license plate number 3680GC at the parking lot at Sugarman Beach at Hellshire in Portmore in the parish of St. Catherine. He parked it and he went to a party at the venue. We are told that about 10 o'clock, the man, he went into the parking lot and he checked on the car and it was still there. About 12 midnight when the party was over and this man was ready to go home. When he went to the parking lot to drive his car home, only the spot him say, hoodlums thief the car. Just like that. In this next report, detectives at the Montego Bay Siswoka office, they have arrested and charged a 30-year-old welder for the offenses of rape and assault occasioning bodily harm. His name is Jermaine Kenroy McLean, but he's popularly known as Third. Third is 30 years old and he's living in the Mafuta area of St. James. The allegation is that a female, she's living in another section of the same house where Jermaine is living. On Saturday night, October 26, about 7:30, the female, she was in the house talking on her cell phone when she saw Jermaine following her. She walked into her bedroom and she was about to lock the door when Jermaine rushed into the room. It is alleged that the female, she told Jermaine to leave, and the allegation is that Jermaine, he punched her in her face, causing her to bleed from her nostrils. Jermaine, he then pushed her down on the bed and tore off her clothes. He then forcefully had intercourse with her against her will. We are learning that when Jermaine was satisfied, him drop asleep right there. The female, she managed to call the police, who arrived shortly after 12 midnight and took Jermaine into police custody. Jermaine, popularly known as Third, he has now been charged, so he'll be going to the courts shortly. This next incident, it took place Saturday night, November 2, about 11 o'clock. We are learning that the operator for a bar at Power Avenue in the Newland area of Portmore securely locked it up and went away. When they returned to reopen it yesterday morning, Sunday, November 3, about minutes to 10 o'clock, they realized that the bar it was broken into. Hoodlums pried the padlock to the entrance door and entered. Once they were inside, they destroyed 5 amusement gaming boxes valued at almost $600,000 each and stole all the cash that was inside them. They also thieved Campari, white rum and other items. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape. This next incident, it took place yesterday morning. Sunday, November 3, almost 7 o'clock. It took place in the vicinity of the Ultimate Jerk Center along the Discovery Bay Main Road in the parish of St. Ann. What we're learning is that young man on your screen, his name is Ramone Sterling. Ramone was a 26-year-old police constable attached to the Montego Hills police station in St. James. Constable Sterling, he lived at Stepney District in the Calderwood area of St. Ann. Our information is that Constable Sterling, he was driving a grey 2012 Honda Fit motorcar towards Falmouth direction. The road surface was wet, and our information is that Constable Sterling, him did a burn-up road. He was going very fast. On reaching near to the Ultimate Jerk Center, the car, it developed a skid, causing Constable Sterling to lose control of it. As a result, the car overturned and came to rest in bushes nearby. If you look on your screen, that is what is left of the Honda Fit motor car that Constable Sterling was driving. Constable Sterling, he was trapped inside the car and he had to be extricated by a team from the St. Ann's Bay Fire Station. Constable Sterling, he was rushed to the St. Ann's Bay Hospital by fire personnel where he was pronounced DEAD. Sad to say, but Squaddy, he gave away his own 3 points. Fast driving and wet road no grey. Sad indeed. In this next report, in yesterday's video, I carried a report about a guy named O'Neill, also known as Artist. Artist, he was shot and killed in the vicinity of a sports bar and lounge along the Sukaba Pen Main Road in the Old Harbour area of St. Catherine. Early yesterday morning, Sunday, November 3, about a few minutes to 1 o'clock, shots were heard being fired in the area, and when the smoke was clear, persons, they went and made checks. Artist, he was seen lying face down along the roadway with gunshot wounds to his upper body. Artist, he was shot at least 4 times and he died on the spot. A PNL detective is telling us why Artist was killed. If you look on your screen, there is the WhatsApp message. The person said, "Good morning, Popeye. I listen to you every night before I go to sleep. Popeye, the guy who get murdered in Old Harbour last night is a criminal. Him break into a house and take out a TV. Him get locked up and he was taken to court. He ran out of the court and escaped. His mother turned him back in and him go to prison for it. He was a goat thief and he was wanted by other hoodlums. There is an upstairs house in front of where he was killed. Them have a jerk shop on the side of the lane. In there, the killer come out of and dirt him." So, you hear that? This PNL detective is saying that it's because of Artist's finger-fearing ways why he was killed. The mayhem. In this next report, I recently told you that the police, they had arrested that former most wanted hoodlum on your screen. His name is Lico Maxwell, but he's popularly known as Nico. Lico is 29 years old and he's living at Flamstead Garden in the parish of St. James. Lico, he was held early Friday morning, October 25, about some minutes to 4 o'clock at Garland District in the parish of St. James. Like I had reported before, an illegal gun with 17 9mm rounds was found in the house where Nico and a female were held. I had promised to update you as soon as Lico was charged for the crimes that he was wanted for. If you look on your screen, for over 2 years, the police, they had released that photo saying that Lico, he was wanted for murder and wounding with intent. This was due to an incident that took place at Sand Lane in the Germantown area of St. James. Broad daylight on Sunday afternoon, September 4, about minutes to 2 o'clock. In that incident, a guy named Gary Morgan, he was 26 years old at the time, he was shot and killed. And a guy who was 24 years old at the time, named Terry Atkinson, he was shot and injured. So, for over 2 years, because Lico was hiding, it was said that he was the guy who killed Gary. In fact, Terry, he would have given the police a statement claiming that it was Lico who killed Gary and injured him. So, before I tell you about the latest development, let me give you just a little insight as to what obtains in that area. In 2022, there were 2 set of hoodlums who were operating in that area and they were at war with each other. One set was led by a hoodlum named Roario Ferguson, also known as JT. Terry Atkinson, he was a part of that gang. The other gang, it was led by Shamar Hinds, also known as Hamma. Lico Maxwell, he was a part of that gang. There are many other incidents that I could speak of, but I'm gonna be specific. So, here is what is being alleged, meaning what will be presented in court. On Sunday afternoon, September 4, over 2 years ago, 2022, Terry Atkinson and other members of the JT-led gang, they armed themselves with rifles and handguns and them go make a step. They opened gunfire at Lico, who returned the fire. Follow me. As a result, Terry Atkinson, he was shot and injured. It is alleged that Terry Atkinson and other members of the JT-led gang, they shot and killed Gary Morgan. So, remember now, Lico Maxwell, he was wanted for killing Gary and wounding Terry Atkinson. Lico Maxwell, he has now been charged for shooting and wounding Terry. Terry, he was picked up by the police and he was charged for the shooting death of Gary Morgan. So, guess what happened now? Guess what happened? Based on the new development, if Lico Maxwell was killed in a shootout with the police or by other hoodlums, the Jamaica Constabulary Force would have cleared up Gary's murder on Lico Maxwell, because dead man tell no tales. Luckily, Lico is alive to say what really went down. The mayhem. In this next story, detectives in Trelawney, they have arrested and charged Floyd Gray. He's popularly known as Al. Al, he celebrated his 37th birthday over the weekend on Saturday, November 2. He's living at Brook Green in the Ocherest area of St. Ann. Al, he now joins 25-year-old Maurice Rose, popularly known as Townman. Townman, he has addresses at Mackenzie Drive in Tivoli Gardens and Mackhill District in Clarkstown. They are charged for murder, attempted arson, shooting with intent, unauthorized possession of firearm, and unauthorized possession of ammunition. This is in relation to an incident that took place on Sunday night, January 14, at Cockburn Pen in the Clarkstown area of Trelawney. In that incident, a 28-year-old shopkeeper named Cecilia Smith, popularly known as Chubby, she was shot and killed by hoodlums who attempted to set the house that she and other persons were in on fire. Al, he was identified as a suspect and the police, they were hot on his trail. Last week, Tuesday, Al, he handed in himself to the police at the Kingston Central Police Station. He was officially charged yesterday after a question and answer session was done in the presence of his lawyer. So he too will be going to the courts shortly. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button as also. Hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you will be one of the first to be notified. In the final story for today, this one has contract killing written all over it. Listen me now. That man on your screen, his name is Jevon Lawrence, but he was popularly known as Short Boss. This January 17 coming up, Short Boss, he will be celebrating his 29th birthday. Short Boss was the senior assistant managing director at the family-operated Purity Rest and Sons Funeral Service, and he lived at Eris Close in the Watson Grove area of Gregory Park in Portmore. We are learning that last night, Sunday, November 3, about some minutes to 8 o'clock, Short Boss, he carried his 6-year-old daughter and his 12-year-old niece to go and buy ice cream. They bought the ice cream and they were heading back home. They were walking along the road when a grey Toyota Wish motor car drove up and stopped. Two hoodlums jumped out of the car with guns in hands and they opened gunfire at Short Boss in front of his 6-year-old daughter and his 12-year-old niece. Short Boss, he received multiple gunshot wounds to his head and his upper body and he fell to the ground. His daughter and his niece, they ran off across the road, almost being hit down by passing motor vehicles. Can you just imagine? The hoodlums, they then jumped back into the Toyota Wish and they made good their escape. Short Boss, he died on the spot. A white 2015 Toyota Axia motor car that was parked in a yard nearby. It received gunshot damage to the back windscreen. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, 15 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Good boy them no out can't take, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane. Everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town man a